And when people livelihoods are generated, they become a partner to the whole equation, and they are the ones then who ensure that standards are maintained. So it is the access to social media, I believe, will ensure that Pakistan will maintain the standards that are required globally in order to attract foreign investors and foreign tourists. Thank you, sir.
Very pertinent, sir. Actually, if you recall, the current year was designated by UN Tourism WTO as the year for the indigenous people's participation. That is very important because these are only those communities and civil society which can ensure compliance of all rules and SOPs. Thank you, sir. Do we have another question or? Okay. The next question is, what about the safety and security of the tourists in Pakistan? I think uh, 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 I can claim to be qualified, being primarily a disaster management expert. I would say Pakistan, let me reassure you, Pakistan is as safe and maybe safer than any other country in the world for tourism, and particularly our the tourist destinations. They have extremely low, negligible crime rate as compared to the other global trends, and very hospitable people, a very effectively managed police system. In fact, in certain areas, we now in the process of introducing tourist policing, which will be very helpful in case of any eventuality. I think there are no issues. It is just the perception management, and while taking advantage of the presence of all of you and this webinar, I would request that we have to give. I should not say the positive message. We have to actually portray the real Pakistan, which is actually a soft image. We don't have to develop a soft image of Pakistan. Pakistan has a rich history of hospitality and a welcoming culture. Right from its inception, the golden era of the 60s, where it was considered a paradise for the people who were traveling by road to this region. Any other question, please?
Can I mention some addition about your
Let me.
Sir.
Can I add something? Okay. On
Sir,
on the
please.
on the safety and security of tourists. Uh, I mean, as I have mentioned earlier as well, that in the 80s, with the upheaval in our region, we had some security challenges, but those challenges have by and large been taken care of. The only issue that we have in our neighborhood was Afghanistan, and the fight in Afghanistan at times spilled over in Pakistan. But now that we have an ongoing dialogue, and the temperatures in Afghanistan have come down, and we very rightly could hope that in near future we will be able to reach an arrangement in Afghanistan that will settle the dispute. But by and large, with the fencing of Afghan border, we have taken care of that spillover effect as well. And let me tell you that our, there were times when when people who won't go to the northern areas, but that is now the most attractive destination. The Pakistanis during summers, they flock the northern areas. Even the district administration at times have issues with controlling the number of people who come over there. So at times they put now they are forced, they're obliged to put a number and a ban on traveling to northern areas, just in order to make sure that the roads are not clogged with too many cars. So this this domestic tourism that is looked for partnerships with foreign investors, and I think if the foreign investors they come in, they will bring in foreign tourists as well. So I think that would that has only been able now